Greetings! My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And welcome back to Pathologic. Last time, we dealt with yet another supposed clairvoyant, who gave us even less useful information than the other one, and even more useless vagaries. We tried and failed to get access to Isidore's house, but yeah. And then we met with someone who's supposedly a skeptic, but is actually just a bozo. Well, anyways. So now, yeah, but at the very least, the bozo, at least actually gave us some useful information. For once. So yeah, we gotta visit the. She wants us to visit the is it La Revel? Let's see. So we're gonna be visiting La Revel because apparently, yeah, we should try and connections and all that because apparently that's the thing. Then we're gonna visit, and then we're gonna visit this place because she's harboring some bozo who came by with a lot of blood on him. Who may or may not be the murderer. I mean, it would be a bit too convenient, wouldn't it be? Alright. Maybe I shouldn't be playing this. I've got a bit of a sore throat at the moment. Probably not good for it to be. Hi. Got anything for sale? Oh, you've got fucking pistol ammo, revolver ammo. Ah, yes, just some random kid with fucking bullets on her. But this is a messed up town. God damn. I mean, you've got people. You've got straight up witch burnings, effectively. You've got little kids walking around with bullets in their pockets. Yeah. What is this place coming to? Hi. Okay then. Why can't I talk to these people? Okay, this is odd. I'm trying to talk to these people, but it's not working. Huh, how about you? Here we go.
It's nice to see you.
You are the person that came to Maria Cana in a dream. I recognize you straight away. My name is Laura Ravel, and this is the shelter. You are always welcome here. My name is Danil Dankovsky. Let's be friends now. I prefer being friends with everyone. I always have guests, but your face looks sad. Well, yes, I'm the mistress of this house after all. That doesn't mean I'm a mistress, mind you, not with a capital M. I won't ever become one. But I can also serve people to the best of my ability. We're the capital M mistresses, then. The mistresses of the town. We call them the Dream Mistresses. Kana, Ulgimskaya, and Sabirova. Now, after Victoria's and Nina's departure, it's their daughters who are trying to see the future. They are far less impressive than their mothers for now, of course. Maria is probably the best. Yeah, she seems to be the most coherent so far. It's good to see children continuing the life work of their parents, I guess. Why are you frowning? I'm just in a melancholic mood. We are way too used to playing the game of tragic predictions. I'm trying to arrange everything back to order. You are quite successful in doing that. That's probably sarcasm. I'd be happy to help you if I can.
I think I'm fading. My clothes are worn into holes.
I know you're a doctor. A wonderful one at that. A celebrity medic. Everyone in our small town knew that a famous doctor was coming here. I'm very glad you really have. But I want you to do a certain thing. Can I ask a favor of you? Sure, I guess. You can ask at the very least. I mean, considering apparently the town's doctor is dead and his son is on the run, I might be the only decent doctor around here. A few years ago, the child death rate went through the roof here. 6 people died in a week. 10 or so came down with serious illness. It made us worried, but unfortunately, we couldn't find the cause straight away back then. In the end, it turned out that children were dying because of a game. What in the world? What kind of game kills children? Were they playing doctor with actual scalpels? They were playing... what did they call it? Well, some kind of medical game. Oh shit, was I actually spot on there? They were stealing medicine from the adults and making some diabolical mixture out of it. Okay, no. But I was pretty close. Astonishingly close. Then they healed each other with it. Back then the game just faded into obscurity, but now I've heard they were contemplating doing it again. Someone has already been poisoned. But what can I do? I'm no poisoning specialist. I can do an examination, of course, but... No. It's much simpler. There is a house somewhere in the town, either abandoned or just unoccupied. That's where they play hospital. That's where they store their horrible mixtures. Please, use your standing and your celebrity name to put an end to this game. Capella, Olgimski's daughter, believes that the house will be unlocked today. Sure. I'll do my best, of course. How can I find the house? Capella mentioned it's next to one of the ruins. The ruins? Do you mean those weird physics-defying platforms? Or staircases, rather? My friend couldn't hear them properly. Have you seen those stone stairways to heaven? I think you might even be able to see the house you're looking for from Eva Jan's window. Most importantly, it should be unlocked. Do people around here ever leave their doors unlocked? In exceptional cases or emergencies, yes, we do. But generally, houses are supposed to be locked up because they're occupied by several families. People aren't that scared of losing their own belongings, but they care about their neighbors. Yes, they care about them so much they burn them to death. And now that everyone's so afraid of the man-eater, of course everything's locked. In that case, it won't be too hard to find. Alright. So. Eva Jan's house, the Stillwater's here. And this, I think, is one of those stairways to heaven. Can't think what else it would be. So that, or maybe this? So it should be somewhere around here. Or there, or here, that could also be the case. Somewhere around this area then. Shouldn't be too hard to find. So I pinpoint it, and then I can probably like search every house till I find it, then load a save, and go directly to it. Or something like that. Alright, well, I'll swing by there after I go here and here then. Since I'll be in the area anyways, assuming I don't get sidetracked by yet another thingamajig. What time is it? 9:58. Okay, I made good time, I think.
They say Ripper was caught. Does he really cut people?
Lots of people cut people. I cut people. I have a very bad feeling. The same feeling plagued me just before my father died. I have a bad feeling too, although I'm generally not superstitious. Indeed. Generally, bad feelings like that. Well, because of a lot of superstitions like such. Hi. What's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong? Whatever. Great kitchen, kiddo. Wait. But yeah, generally, the cause of a lot of superstition. Oh, shotgun rounds! Blimey! is, well, people perceiving things without actually consciously perceiving them. So, like, you'll pick up on details that are important, but your unconscious mind knows that they're important in some way because it makes connections that for them, but it doesn't. It's not capable of processing them. It's not able to figure out what they mean. So it just becomes like a general bad feeling. If you with enough training in intentionality, or is that the right term? Something of the sort. With enough training in intentional thought, so to speak, you can actually start to pick up on a lot of this stuff. And yeah, a lot of times supposed clairvoyance and such is really just people making connections where others wouldn't consciously see. Or, of course, just knowing enough about people to make sort of deduce stuff about them based on their responses and such. That's a cold reading sort of thing. Essentially giving them enough rope to hang themselves. Do I have a lamp? I'm fairly certain I have a lamp. Torch? Yeah. Nothing here. I wonder, what time was it when I started? Hang on. Wasn't it like 8 or something? No, 6. Oh man. What the heck happened to that guy? I probably shouldn't have walked on him. Huh. Alright. What's your deal then? Oh. You look very gothic, so to speak. And I'm not talking about like, goth in the modern sense. I mean, like actually classically gothic. Well, maybe not gothic. Maybe more Victorian? Hard to say. You look very strange. And vaguely evil. Oh, that is really too much. Who the hell are you? Why have you donned this dreadful outfit? Same to you. My name is Dankovsky. What's wrong with my outfit? It's snakeskin. Are you a performer? A circus actor? A tamer? Tell me the truth. Like, calm down. I'm a scientist, a professor, do you understand? I study death. I thought so. Did you? I knew someone like that would pay me a visit very soon. How horrible. What's horrible? Everything. Everything's horrible. Yeah, fair enough. You came to... You know me after me, right? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Shebnek is an evil man-eater made of clay and bones. She's the murderer.
So that man, he's like dead, right? He's dead, yes. It doesn't take a doctor to see that. Oh, the guy right there? Yeah, pretty certain. Oh, I was so scared. He barged in all bloody. I thought he was sent here, but he didn't try to attack me. Oh, just look at those hideous wounds. It's like he was cut with precision, to mangle the body as much as possible. Who would do something like this? An experienced surgeon. Someone who knows anatomy. His sinews are cut. He was mumbling something to that extent. There's this hunt for Simon Kane's murderer going on, right? Well, they mistook this guy for the culprit, even though he was actually a hunter, not a huntee. Yeah, lynch mobs, utter barbarism. A lot of people die in the crossfire. It was Simon's murderer that's wounded him so horribly, wasn't it? Why do you think that the man himself is not the murderer? He was going after the murderer. Well, that doesn't prove anything. They tried to ambush him at the station, in case he tries to catch a ride away from the town. And you know what? Their assumptions were correct. This guy did indeed come face to face with the murderer there. Here's the result. Huh. Somebody told you before passing away? Well, yeah. Why are you surprised? It makes sense for him to try and explain why he barged in anyway. His story was very haphazard, though. Actually, he didn't say much at all. But I think I know what had happened. You're too kind. By the way, it was Victor Kane who has sent me here to check on you and your guest. I think one of the chasers that was after the poor sod must have informed him about all this. So what do I tell him? Just don't you call anyone here, okay? Please, I'm begging you. If they find a dead man in my house... that's hard to explain, but I promise I'll do so later, when we have the time. I didn't kill him, I swear, and I couldn't have mutilated him so horrendously. Hey, why are you so anxious all of a sudden? Oh, many people would be more than happy to accredit this blood to my hands. They just need an excuse, a chance to grab me by the arm. Then they'll twist it so hard that I'll even confess. Just help me bury him, will you? What is this? Torture? I can see a spark of kindness in you. Go to the cemetery. Tell the caretaker there's someone less than living in my house. And the caretaker won't go asking unnecessary questions? She isn't much of a talker. People even used to think she was mute. But she's so kind. A true angel. Some people would gladly die to be taken care of by someone like her. Is she underage or something? What a strange question to be asked. Since the old caretaker died, another dark story, huh? Anyway, his daughter is the one who's taking care of the cemetery now. Name's Grace. She'll see to this dead man as though he was still alive and kicking. I mean figuratively, of course. Okay, I'll help you get rid of the body, no questions asked. I'm expecting to hear an enthralling story afterwards. Alright. Getting rid of the bodies is an emotional and troublesome business. Grace, a young girl and the muse of the cemetery, can help Anna Angel arrange that. Alrighty then. I guess I'm helping get rid of a body then. Why not?
I don't want to undress. What if there's something scary on my skin?
What? My life is in your hands. I'm asking so little of you. I go to the cemetery myself, but I can't leave this place. What if someone breaks in and finds the body there? Perhaps that's why they take the body straight to the cemetery? Oh, but I'm a weakling. I can barely lift a 1-year-old baby. And why should you put it either? Grace can always send an undertaker cart here. Alright, that's probably for the best, actually. Presumably the undertaker cart will be covered. And even if it isn't, people won't bat an eye at an undertaker carrying carting a body around. But, well, very solid wishes. But some random doctor, some random guy who people probably won't even recognize entirely, who just recently came to the town carrying a body around on his back. Well, that's suspicious. And given what I've seen these people do on the slightest bit of suspicion, well, I don't want to risk it. Alright. Should I go to the cemetery first or Dankovsky? It's so far out of my way, I might be better off just going there. Well, I'm even remotely close to it. Yeah, this is kind of an urgent matter, isn't it? I should really do this first. The rest can wait for me. Yes. What's my hunger doing? Pretty fine. I appreciate the fact that the hunger is actually a bar that goes up as you get more hungry, as opposed to, say, Minecraft, where your hunger bar goes down as you get more hungry, which makes no sense. Alright. Ugh. Hunchback. What is wrong with your face? Yeah, I'm looking for Grace. What do you need? What do you need, kind sir? I'm looking for Grace. Where is she? Ah, the caretaker's gal. No Grace around here, as you can see. This place is completely graceless. Heh. What's your business with her, eh? Worried about me personally, I wouldn't have come here on my own feet, now would I? Hey, makes sense. Loads of sense. Putting someone 6 feet under without any roaring thunder. Process demands meticulousness, kind sir, you know what, that? How long since the stiff's gone stiff? A bizarre question. Ain't nothing bizarre about that. If the gunner's been gone for a long time, there's just one concern for us, or maybe none at all. But if he died recently, if he died recently, we're in a completely different line of business here. Now, a person doesn't just die like that, now does he? The town's a rumble and a thunder. Don't you try sweet-talking me into believing he died his own death. Well, I could tell you with some sincerity that he died due to the fucking lynch mobs going around. So you want money. You bring 2,000 here, kind sir. We'll bury the devil himself and sing a pretty tune for you to boot. Gotta put even the Shabnak Adig back into the ground for 2,000. The sum ain't pretty, but the times ain't killer on the looks either. I can show the kind sir out. No way out, by the way. No? You're a big city man, that I can feel averse away. Your equipment will cost a fortune in our shops. The poor morons that give you their souls for it. They buy all sorts of crap anyway. They got loads of money saved up right now, what with the train coming soon and all. But them folks are addicted to not starving, so they're gradually selling their stuff. You can become a rich man in a few hours if you play your cards right. Have to follow your advice, I guess. Oh. Don't I? No, I don't have enough money. Alright. Okay then. Who might you be burying, dear sir? Is the caretaker of the cemetery? The caretaker's been pushing up the daisies for, let me think, 5 years now. Turned to grass already, all excited to bask in the sun. Me, I'll have to endure them hardships for a long time still. Here on burial business. Where's him stiff? You'll have to go fetch it. It's not far, in a mansion on the riverbank. Oh man, you better speak to the hunchback over there. He's the boss. Just tell me straight away. Alright, so I'll need 2,000 to bury him then. Alrighty then, so this was a waste of time then. Going here now. I'll just load a save and come back when I have 2,000 already. Assuming this is even a good use of my cash. Is it just me or am I faster going backwards? I don't know. Maybe not faster, but I don't think there's any speed deficit. It's nice. It's always annoying when games have you move slower when going backwards, or worse, move slower when going sideways. Or, no, not move slower when going sideways, rather. But rather, move slower when going diagonally. That's the worst part, because it means that, like, going, like, maybe like, oh, I want to forward and sideways at the same time, but that just, like, makes you go forward way slower. I don't know. What have you got? More bullets? Yes! What is with this town? Damn. It's in your pockets, pumpkin. Presents, Uncle Bachelor. Do you want to trade presents? Can't just trade presents away. Why not? Sure. Oh. Alpha tablets. Mirador. I don't know what these people want. Apparently they don't seem to accept anything that I have at the moment. Yeah, that was the wrong door. Hi.
Father has been avoiding me lately.
Look at all.
Strange.
Look at all this. If only my dear mother was alive, she'd take the reins of power in her hands. Even father would listen to her. But who is to take care of us now? Not Katerina, that's for sure. The mistress is too exhausted. Katerina's supposed to take care of you? Yeah, your mother? Your mother? What was she? You don't know. My mother was Mistress Victoria. I was named after her. If only I'd gotten her power along with her name, no one would be trying to crawl underground out of fear now. People cling to Simon so much because they've forgotten what true protection is like. Why don't you believe in Katerina's power? Katerina is scared like a child herself. And I also think she's being tricked. Yes, her prophecies come true just like it's always been. They're becoming more and more noisy. Every word she utters comes across as a metaphor. Yeah. Glad I didn't know your mother. Yes, she had waves of warmth and power emanating from her. She held the whole town in her grasp like a giant bird protecting her fledglings. Not a single demon could invade our little community. I remember those happy times. People like her leave this world earlier than those who only live for themselves.
There's a peculiar smell on the outside. What is this?
I have a terrible headache, but it will pass soon. Quinine can help if you don't have anything better. Yeah, clearly I went in the wrong door. Oh, that bozo. I can just sleep here, apparently. Hi.
I can't breathe. Not enough air.
Bachelor Dankovsky, of course. Who else could be so dapper? I've heard quite a lot about you. Have you taken a look around? Be sure to check the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways. Yeah, I've come to inspect this town. Now. That's precisely what I'm saying. The sanitary inspection testified last year that the Bull project is in order. Nothing to cavil at. Everything's fine. Good for you. I can see we're not really seeing eye to eye. The project is special. Very special. That means common standards do not apply here. That would be naive. Yeah, you've probably mistaken me for someone else. I have nothing to do with your enterprise.
Why are my children like this?
I ask myself that question all the time. Yes, getting everything back on track won't be an easy task. I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague, Isidore Burke, about the manner of his death, to be precise. What are you implying? What is this manner you're talking about? Be so kind as to mind your own manners. I had nothing to do with it. Very defensive all of a sudden. Don't they say Isidore was murdered by a steppe demon? A Shabnakadir? Yeah, I'm fairly certain they misspelled Shabnakadir earlier. Shabnakadig for some reason. There was that thingy, a talon they fished out from the wound. Right, a demon. Why didn't I think of it straight away? It was so obvious. No need to put on airs, like you know life. Scarcely off the train and full of scorn already, well, only because I'm surrounded by idiots. Oh, I know these big city manners full well. They're the capital of 1,000 versts away, as is any other decently civilized place, if you catch my drift. Yes, I gathered. And you didn't let me finish. Alright, I apologize for the sarcasm. Is your money where your mouth is, though? It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example. A scoffer if I've ever seen one. Now even he believes it's real. Yes, mass hysteria can overwhelm you, the most skeptical of sorts. He went off his head a bit. You're in the step now, esteemed sir. Eastern and backwards. The dead rise from their graves here. Clay dummies dance, and bulls talk. Alright, so how do we catch this creature? There must be a way, right? I have no idea. I'm not a step man. These animals are only as interesting to me as they are, productive. All is good as long as the plow is pulled. As for how they're quacking among themselves, who would seriously take interest in that? Well, if you seriously believe there's a demon, then surely... whatever. Why was I cursed with a son like this? Oh, my son, my sins, my grave sins. So your son makes little summons to you? You don't seem to like the step people. I don't blame you. They're dangerous, they're aggressive, and they hate everyone who isn't a step person. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with their teeth and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if they're spotted within the town, countermeasures are taken. But this seems like a non-sequitur. So what of your son? Perhaps he could tell me more about this creature. Hold your horses. You want to talk to my blockhead? No, you have nothing to talk about. He's not here, thankfully. I don't want you two to meet. You heard me? These are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them. I won't leave it at that. What was the button for the journal? You'd think it would be J, but no. A lot, aren't they? The older Gimsky does his best to avoid any mention of his household. When I asked him what his son was doing, the honorable stockbreeder momentarily lost his temper. I think that the son will knows just as much as the father, and it'll be easier to get him talking. Where can I find him?
No, I won't believe in some earthen killer.
Yeah. How do you think Simon died? I don't think he was murdered. How could he who craved monocracy not perish? He couldn't, not in this place. Balance requires equilibrium. Does Simon's course of action contradict yours? Come now. What I'm saying is, when someone takes too much upon themselves, they always end up ground down. That's how life works. They say Simon was the one to bend the circumstances, not the other way around. No one seems to doubt that. Simon lived a very long life. Very long. He was a worthy man. But long doesn't mean eternal, does it? No one is to blame for his death. Examine the body. You'll see for yourself. It just happened. Nothing just happens. Cain won't let me examine the body. Well, that is temporary. A family tradition. He's not lying to you. He truly believes Simon was murdered. Were he to admit that Simon simply died of death, he'd probably go to his last home himself. The shock would be too much for the man. That's strange. Georgi Kane didn't appear sentimental to me.
Lucky people are bad hands at correcting their faults.
Oh yeah, by the way...
Always believe that they're right when fortune backs up their vice or folly.
Sure enough. Oh yeah, by the way, Isidore came to see you last night. Don't try to deny it. But what if he did? I am also aware of what you two have been talking about. All I want to know is why he left to see Simon afterwards. Oh my, oh my. Pray forgive me. It's So why, to bring me to heel, that traitor, that bastard? Well, what he asked for was for me to stop the factory. How could I not kick him out? Huh. What were his reasons? His reasons, huh? The bastard. He reasoned he'd pay a visit to my daughter. He knows full well how to pull my strings. Well, I told her to lock the door, so away he went none the wiser. Oh, the bastard. So he went to Simon, huh? Thank goodness my love forever son is hanging around somewhere. Or else... he could have... Could have what? That, my dear and respectable friend, is none of your business. My property, like I said, is in order. So, see the skin and meat delivery reports. Do you know how hard? No way. It's my domain, whether anyone riots or not, and I'll have my way with them. See, you're the big guy around here. Why was he trying to get it? Why was he trying to get the factory to stop that? Confusing. Oh, hi. What the fuck are you? What the fuck are you? What? What the heck is this? He's going the way I'm going, so... Is this the clay man-eater? No, it doesn't seem to have any talons. Unless they both broke off. Or he only had one to start with. Will he continue going the way I'm going? Yes. Curious. Why is that one a different color? I don't know. Still going roughly the same direction. Up to your face. Is he going to the Brookton window? A house? Well, I know he's leading me on a wild goose chase, and he just continuously runs around the town. Oh, no. Ah! What the heck? Blimey! The fuck was that? Why did it suddenly attack me? Did it not notice me before? I don't know. That was odd. Kicked its ass, though. Oh yeah. Star Wars, baby. Alright, what's in this here? Nice. Hi, who the fuck are you? Ah.
Interest speaks all sorts of tongues and plays all kinds of characters, even that of disinterest.
I always do it with a plank of wood. You found me here. Oh well, I'm not surprised. I suppose you're not too surprised by the fact that everyone knows about you either. The rumors of your arrival spread like fire. Why have you come? Well, for some sightseeing, I guess. There was a peculiar incident yesterday by the spleen. The children were playing in the mud as usual, but then suddenly they ran away from the sandbox, and the parents noticed that their hands were smothered in blood. However, none of them were wounded. Neither were any of them surprised. Alright, what's the solution to the puzzle? When the worried adults came to the place where the children had been playing, they found nothing unusual there. Only sticks and stones. What do you make of it? Nothing special. They probably dug out a dead cat. I don't know. Your children play peculiar games. Nice to meet a person of a skeptical mind. I am Vladislav Ogimsky, the younger one, of course. And you are, of course, Dankovsky. Yes. Nice to meet you.
Where did those lazy bastards go?
Bachelor, I have news for you that should prove to be of interest. You seem to be looking for the killer, right? I'm listening. I'll have to briefly explain a few things to you. Have you already been told where the termitary is? I would like to hear you describe it. The termitary is a huge bunkhouse where the Bull Project workers live. Though living is the wrong term for it. They nest. Their nesting is a commune with a rather simple way of life. It could, without reservation, be called savage. What is the Pole Project? It is the whole industrial system of the town, from the abattoir to the goods station. Would you care to listen as to why I wanted to see you in the first place? I didn't even know you wanted to see me, but alright, go ahead. Let's get to the point, then. A case of pointless, aimless unrest has occurred in that hive mind's nest. The workers there are prone to lashing out from time to time like beasts frightened by a storm. They rage, they howl, they gnaw at one another. An unsightly image of a mass uprising. And that is exactly what's going on there right now, isn't it? Precisely. And why are you telling me this? Riots occurred in the Termitary several times before. The mob goes crazy for a few days. Then they calm down just as unexpectedly. All of them at once. The sudden calm is just as void of reason as the unrest that had set them agog previously. Having a certain experience with the kin, we simply block the entrance to the stew off until the riot defeats itself. And what is this kin? The kin is, well, it doesn't matter, it's hard to explain. Their whole so-called society, the many-headed biology. Very well, let's get back to the subject. We usually lock them up beforehand. The evidence of an upcoming outbreak of mass lunacy becomes obvious in advance, and the Termitary's Father Superior informs us of it. But Father Taichi has recently passed. A curious coincidence, don't you think? Mass anarchy. Anyway, a member of the kin managed to run off into the town while we were busy taking measures. Alright. You think, alright, how did he die? Alright, I'll add him to the list of victims then. So, how did he die? How should I know? A disease, most likely. Or an accident or something. That is beside the subject at hand. So, cause of death... Natural causes? Question mark? Disease, huh? That bodes ill. A disease? Could be flu or a hernia. I don't know what caused his death, and frankly speaking, I don't care. When one of these ants dies, the rest loot bits and pieces of him, burying what's left afterwards. Are you asking out of a professional curiosity? Sort of. So why are you telling me all this? I think you and I can help each other, Doctor. You are looking for the killer, and I'm sure it is a runaway butcher. The title of a half-man suits him very nicely. What? The Canes claim that Simon had not been killed by a human hand, don't they? And our family doesn't need unnecessary unrest in the town. This butcher can babble can babble devil knows what. His mind is most likely clouded with insane ideas. Huh. Why is your family so concerned about public order? Because we are rulers. It has nothing to do with charity, trust me. We are in charge of protection after all. If the unrest becomes serious, the factories will stop. The project will start failing, and we have contracts. We would lose money. I suppose I have to explain this to you. Alright. So you don't want the runaway to spread unrest among the already scared townfolk with his words, right? You are correct. They barely know how to speak, but that only makes it worse. Half men, half beasts. If they start preaching, you feel as though you've encountered a doomsayer. I need this butcher to disappear. Hand him over to the Canes, or simply kill him if the beast attacks you. The reward will be hefty. You're taking me for a thug or something? I am taking you for a person that's looking for the killer and has the authority to punish him. I'm telling you, there is a rebellious outlaw beast out there. If he attacks you and you're forced to defend yourself, you are free to kill him. Naturally. Self-defense and all that. I think your family has the means to send someone who's a better killer than me. Yeah, why? Why me? Why not, say, one of the 150 guardsmen or some such, or someone? Someone that you can actually trust.
Katerina thinks Clara is a messenger from heaven. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Alright, fine. Where can I find this butcher of yours? He is most likely being harbored in a suspicious house. That's in the crude sprawl. Yes, my father is a man of rather hard-handed disposition, and quick-tempered to boot. If he finds out the crude sprawl is concealing a fugitive, he will make a mess. Pointless brutality serves no one. I'm looking for peace rather than blood, I'm telling you. Ah, so you want to keep it hidden from your father, then. Alright, I'll do my best to make sure you're right. Show me the house. That house? Okay. I'll swing. Okay, so I can swing by there when I have $2,000 for that. Alrighty then. Well, this was an educational diversion.
It is easier to govern others than to prevent being governed.
Probably. I don't know. Alright, see how it all turns out. I used to keep this place secret, but all those secrets seem so childish now. Alright. What do you think about Simon's death? It is known that Simon had limited his social activity just before his departure. He only received 2 visitors. I know nothing of the first, but the second was none other than Isidore Burke. The fact that he was killed the same night makes you think, doesn't it? The killer took out a witness? Yes. Well, the old Gimskis weren't exactly delighted with Isidore, were they? You are correct. I'm willing to admit it, as you can see. Were I not absolutely positive that my father is innocent, I would never have confessed to it even though we share a mutual distaste for one another. Father needed Isidore, who was of much use to him, and that is the ultimate argument in my father's favor. Was he useful as a healer? Isidore wasn't a doctor. He was more of a herbalist. He never studied medicine. All his recipes were about plants and roots, so to speak. A miracle man, you could say. He was knowledgeable, true. A sorcerer, if you will. I will not. But a very different one from Simon. An earthen sorcerer. I never heard that Simon used to be a sorcerer before. Simon was a theurgist. Isidore was a witch doctor. Huh. I think Isidore the witch doctor has managed to achieve the unachievable. Possible theory, but rather unfit. That feels like a non sequitur. So speaking your I don't know what that means.
Katerina thinks Clara is a messenger from heaven. Yeah, right.
Vlad, now tell me, did Isidore visit you last night? Tell me the truth, please. Yes, Isidore did pay me a visit, but don't ask what we talked about. I have no right to share that with you. That is because that would make you betray your father, isn't it? Yes, seems it's better to put the cards on the table with you. So far, you're coming across as a very smart person. You've talked to my father already. What do you know? Everything. Almost everything. All I want to know is where you come into play. Isidore said... Note that I'm merely retelling it secondhand. He said there's an epidemic in the steppe camps. An outbreak of Tarbagan sickness. Perhaps. The plague, that is. Father had issued an order to lock the dormitory up to prevent the infection from getting in. See, you act like you already know everything, and suddenly they're telling you everything. Classic. A classic con. Let's see. An epidemic in the steppe camps, say. And what are you so afraid of that you would conceal this? I don't understand. You did the right thing. Do you think Isidore had already been infected when he spoke with you? He was wrapped in a cloth and smelled of alcohol. He said these were preventative measures. But I still think he could have done all that just to convince me. After failing to convince my father. It was idiotic of me to fall for it. So he could have already been infected when he visited Simon. We need to warn Reuben. It's very urgent. He's about to examine Simon as soon as the period of time required by the Canes passes. Where is he? I have no idea. Where is he staying? I don't know. There was a secret dissecting room in one of the warehouses, but no one knows where exactly. He used to live mostly on the steppes, sometimes sleeping in the dormitory or at Lara Revel's shelter. But he's not there, I know that for certain. He went away to mourn his master. What would you have done if you were him? There's a lot of warehouses, but I don't need to spend a lot of time searching them. I can just save, search every one, then load and go directly to my one. Yes, perhaps I'd find something. Alright.
Interest speaks.
Okay. Oh. Working ladders. Well, for a given value of working. How do I get up here? Ah. Okay, whatever. Okay, so... Okay, first of all, we searched this place for the place of the children play doctor because we're in the area already. It shouldn't take too long. So, but as soon as we're done with that, we need to book it to the warehouses. Try and find that guy because Simon. I don't know if this is. I don't know for certain if this was the cause of death or not, but he may be infected with a plague so virulent that they had to lock up the termitary. Is this the termitary? No, that's the abattoir. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. And yeah, we definitely don't want anyone examining him until we know that the body is no longer contagious. Oh yeah, I've been recording. Okay. Searching for a house whose door is unlocked. Somewhere near this or this. What about you? Got any bullets for me? Wow! A lot of bullets. Got 2 revolver ammo, 1 shotgun, and 1 rifle. Bloody hell. Army rifle. Okay, so in here. Ah! Here we go. Probably the right one. Ooh. Ah. What was that? Firing. Analgesic. Restores strength during sleep. Okay. What did I just pick up? Milk. Producing a clear ichor and dark clots have been found in steamed milk. Farm animals cannot be trusted. Okay. Good for health, but there's a risk. That's distressing. Geez, you can't trust milk, what can you trust? This place certainly looks abandoned. Oh. Must have been another bottle of water, just a weird looking one. Ah, nice. Alpha tablets and bronze bracelet. Probably sellable. It'll be vendor junk. Aha! What the fuck? Hi. May I inquire how you found this place, sir? What the heck was that voice? May I inquire how you found this place, sir? By accident. Let's see. I am investigating the murder of Simon Kane. You'll answer my questions. Christian, who are you? We're playing here. Rehearsing, actually. Also looking for something. We need it for the game. Nothing special, just some junk. That doesn't sound... Sorry. Try again. And try to be honest this time. Yeah, well, it can't be fixed now anyway. Alright, I'll tell you. Who knows? Maybe it'll even be of help. The kids are in danger. We've come here to get schmouters, but someone has already looted the cache. Maybe it was Capella's doing? She probably distributed them among her minions, the pagan. I don't understand. How is it dangerous? Schmouter. Little ones are playing Epidemic again. They wanted to get their hands on those damn schmouters so very much. So now we need to catch the kitties, and I mean all the kitties in the town, one by one, and pry the schmouters from their hands. See, the common opinion is that the schmouters can cure all kinds of ailments and stuff, but in truth, they're deadly. Ah, this must be the stuff they're talking about, the medical game that they're playing. Why were they produced in the first place, though? An adult will be severely poisoned. They'll be bedridden for a week or so, and that's it. But it spells doom for little kids. How are children supposed to kill themselves then? Children? All children should come to our polyhedron. They'll be safe there. Polyhedron? The specular tower on the other side of the river. There's no death, no grief, no boredom, and no disease there. That is proven for certain. Only dumbheads leave it voluntarily, if you ask me. You have to be absolutely thick and heartless creature lacking any semblance of imagination to refuse something of the sort. That's some story embroidering, mate. What did I pick up? Schmouder, a mix of randomly chosen drugs, mostly antibiotics. It's Schmouder's plague. Removes the effect of sand plague infection. What the fuck is sand plague infection? Whatever. Well, maybe it's the disease that they're talking about. Wait, wasn't there a kid just there? Oh man, I told them to escape straight away without tossing a coin. Explain yourself. How are we supposed to find the Schmouters now? Do we seriously need to detain every little kid on the street? What do we barter with them for? We can't take the Schmouters by force. Bullying is against the rules. Khan would totally bite our heads off for that. Who is Khan? Khan is our leader. He's the commander-in-chief and the steward of the Specular Tower. I see. I don't. Relax, it's only a mask. Nothing to gulp at, really. We put them on for the intimidation factor. And stop ogling me like I'm an oddity, too. Alright. So that's, Oh. Flower. Both the little girls and the viscous dancers. Ha. Alrighty then. Well, I've retrieved one of the Schmouters. That's good. Get them off the street and all that. So apparently... But unfortunately, random kids on the street might already have them. That's distressing. What about you? A lockpick? Oh. Ah. Nah. So there's lockpicking in this then. Interesting. Okay. Now then, where are the warehouses? Oh, it's right here. I thought I was gonna have to like search through them and everything. But no, it's already labeled on the map. But yeah, see, this is why you... this is why if you got children in the house, you lock up your medication. Child-proof locks are not child-proof. I can attest to that firsthand. You need proper, actual locks. Well, I mean, it's not so bad if like you just take in like, you know, headache medicine or something of the sort. But ooh, nice. But if it's something more serious, like even just painkillers, oh, look at that. Yeah. A lot of kids die from recklessly consuming that sort of stuff. Real stupid of them, but kids are dumb. Still not sure what all this water is for, but might as well collect it on my way, just in case it does something important. You don't think too about life. Alright. I could trade my watch for some alpha tablets and Meridorm. Might be a good idea. Ow. You want nothing I have. I could trade this bracelet for rifle ammo, but I don't even have a rifle. No idea how I'd even get one. Alright. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell bad grief is, frankly. Another unmarked blockage. Alright, here we go. Oh no. Shit. He's already gone. Damn it! Crap. What about you? Are you Ruben? Probably not. Well, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Okay. Hopefully hopefully the, I don't actually know when he died. They said they were gonna wait a day, but I don't know. I don't know when the, moratorium, I don't know when the moratorium on examining his corpse is over. So, I'm gonna have to fucking book it there. Hopefully head him off at the pass. I'm fairly certain. I'm sure I'll be able to make it there in time, because I mean, the fact that I even went there at this point is complete coincidence. I probably would have been directed to there later, so I'm probably running ahead of schedule actually, especially with I've been pretty efficient with my wanderings, so I'll be fine. But until then, I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. So long, suckers.